What's good? What's good? What's good, YouTube? All right. Let's get this thing started, man. Okay. Hope y'all doing all right. Okay. So we have been stuck inside of, I think, Wednesday's candle on what Wednesday's candle. We're still stuck inside of last Wednesday. So we have not been able to break this area. So I think really, in my opinion, like I said, we probably just need to be more risk off until next week. I mean, for me, I'm not playing heavy at all this week. I kind of figured we had such a big move last week. It was a great chance we was going to be stuck inside of mother bar. So I think that has just dropped PPI. I'm gonna check the ES too as well. I know this like time periods like this can really frustrate a lot of people, especially if you don't understand like certain bars that you're stuck inside of. Um, so it's a part of the game. Okay, I'll check this ES as well. I'm trying to delete some of these alerts right here. Trying to clean up my screen. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Just need to clean up some of these. Yeah, so like I was saying before, I would, if I were you guys, man, I would. I mean, for me, like I said, I'm risk off, meaning I'm not full size position, because I know we're stuck in the range, and so I do think that as soon as we get out of August, I think that things will start to open up. I mean, obviously not going to keep the market right just sitting up here in the same area for the rest of the year. They're not going to do that. Um, but this is what the market does. The market consolidates for a long time. We chopped in the zone for like 2 months. Summertimes, slow. We had a big move up, and then it just took a couple days for this move, and then stuck inside and chop. So okay, let me see how we just got July. So price, we're flat wholesale expectation 0.2 increased. So yeah. All right, let's go to the ES. See the data did to the market, to the futures. See if it budged, because yesterday it didn't do nothing really. These are the lines that I have from yesterday, and we're still stuck in this range. Still stuck in this range. Market floated up last night, floated up yesterday, pulled down, and then floated back up overnight. So they're just chopping a lot of people's contracts during the day. They're making the move overnight, making a consistent up move. This was line of yesterday. Now we gotta adjust this. All right, so this was the pre-market low. Now you got the pre-market high. Yes. Okay, this is the 1 hour. So now we're stuck inside of this 3 candle. So we got 30 minutes left. So I want to see if they're gonna break this 3 to the downside or stay stuck inside here, because we definitely want to see what's gonna happen once they break that. We don't want to trade inside of that. I need to check the daily on a few stocks. go to Tesla. I was really shocked that they had did Tesla the way they did yesterday, but it kind of makes sense once you look at it. They're down in a pre-market too as well, but they got this line right here. All they did was pull back to support. All you have to do is connect these two lows. How you get these trend lines? This was a low. This was a low. So if you pull those together, pull that low right there. This low, that low. They can still keep coming down to that. All right, so we had a 2 down on the daily. Okay, I got a nice little upside target on this that I'm seeing. Okay, let's see what they're doing on the 2-day. Okay, the week. We broke the last week's candle to the upside, but now they, like I said, they're rejecting this. They're rejecting it for right now. Okay, so let me do the math on these. Because Tesla and Meta is still a big watch for me. Get these levels. Okay, so yesterday Tesla had a daily close at, let's see, 327, 51 cents with an ATR $13, 52 cents. So let's do the math on that. Let's get the upside ATR daily range. Let's do that. 327, 51 cents, $13 plus $13. All right, they can get as high as 341. So 341, 30 cents. If they decide to get bullish today. All right, they can get as low as 313. All right, so this is the range for today. Let's see, we got a 2 down, so we got a call entry to the upside just in case they decide to pump out of nowhere. That's a long way, but we're going to tag it anyway. Okay. And so I kind of already starting to break that down to the downside. And maybe possibly they'll come down here and get this 4-hour gap to the downside that they maybe want to fill today. Who knows? I wouldn't doubt it. Let's see, 4-hour February you got. Boom. Okay, that's a gap fill right there. And then you got these price targets to the downside. Okay, so these are the targets. Yeah, so these are the levels. I'm not going to do the hour time frame because I'm going to be trading on a bigger time frame today. So these are the levels. Let's do pre-market high, pre-market low. All right, there you go. So we're already alerting. I mean, well, as of right now, the market is starting to trigger that 4-hour put entry to the downside and an hour. We got 2 up on an hour, so it's already below those. But these are like areas that they can come and hit these targets along the way. Let's do Meta. Same thing. All right, so let's get the numbers on this. Meta had a close 578, 85 cents with an ATR. Oh, why is my ATR not popping up? That always make me put it on there twice sometimes when I change tickers. I hate when they do that. The ATR $22.73. So they can get as high as 601 today. They get as low as 556. Okay, so we got that range. Got a 2 down on the 4-hour, so that's call entry. There's a gap fill right there on the 4-hour if they decide to push all the way to the upside. One hour. Got another entry into the upside, call entry. And this is 1-hour price target in, gap close. Okay, so gap fill right there in 1 hour. Well, gap fill would be the same as the 4-hour, but this is the start of the gap. So there'd be a target to the upside. If you get in calls, it'd be a nice little $5 move. Okay, let's do this too. Let's go to the daily candle, and then we're going to mark the previous day low. Let's do that. So if they break the previous day low, they can give a 2 down continuation. So PDL. Okay. All right. Now what else can we do? Yeah, if they well, I'm glad I caught this. Okay. This is a daily gap fill right here. To the downside, if they break previous day low, they could try to target this next low too. So if they have a 2-2 down, they break PDL, they can try to fall as low as 559. It's possible. All right, let's do the extended hours. Pre-market low. Pre-market high. All right, so understand, if you're new, the reason why we mark the pre-market highs, pre-market lows is because that's the London session. And when the stock market opens, New York Stock Exchange opens, they have a lot of big reactions at those levels. So a lot of times they can bounce off them levels. They can reject out the pre-market highs. They can bounce out the pre-market lows, or they can break above the pre-market highs, hold its support and give like a little bull flag and keep going. Or they can break below the pre-market lows, give like a bear flag and continue to fall. So those are just like major levels that they, that they react to. If you're going back testing and study, you'll see what I'm talking about. But these are my ranges. So of course they can get us, if they can find a trend. This has been a very choppy market. If they can actually find a trend, they can hit these lower levels or these upper levels on the targets. Okay, let's go over SPY. Why don't we? Let's get the levels for SPY. I don't know why it's not deleting these lines off. I keep trying to delete them. Okay, anyways, let's do this. Let me make sure I check y'all comments, see if y'all saying anything. No, okay. I'm gonna keep showing up. Got 3 people, I'm gonna keep showing up. I don't care if 1 show up, it's fine. Hell, if 0 show up, I'm still gonna go live. I appreciate y'all rocking out with your boy. All right, so SPY. All right, we had a close yesterday at 772 on SPY. With ATR of $7.98. ATRs are very, very low. It was just stuck in the range. So when it starts to get back closer to 10, we should start to get busy. All right, so if they can somehow find a trend today, they can get as high as 780, 47 cents. All right, they decided to trend lower. They can get as low as 774. I mean 764 and 51 cents. All right, we got a 2 up on the day, so that's a put entry to the downside if they decide to start to dump this thing. And so if they do that, then the next target to the downside would be this low. Let's clone that. be the targets. It's 4 hour. They're having a lot of inside candles on the 4 hour because it's been a lot of choppiness. I think I'm gonna do something a little different today. I might wait a little bit longer than I usually do to get into play because the first part of the day is just a bunch of fake outs. It's like the initial move of the day is just it ended up fading, doesn't really follow through. So I rather just catch a reversal later on in the day. Just after the first 45 minutes of the market, I'm thinking about waiting 45 minutes before I even take a play today. 30 to 45 minutes, maybe even an hour. So I need to see some actual like data to see if we're gonna not consolidate again today. So pre-market is up. Okay, so we got that. These are the targets to the upside and downside. Okay, we got a 2 down on the hour. 2 down is a call entry to the upside. They already gapping above that. Okay, so these are the levels for SPY. Let's do the pre-market high and pre-market low. All right, let's go to QQQ. Let's mark that pre-market low. Okay. One thing before, let me see. Let me do this real quick. QQQ. Yeah, if you've been trading this week, don't be discouraged. This market is it's stuck in the range. So once it breaks out of the range, we'll get better price action. So just try not to go extremely heavy in any positions, and you might want to be looking for more scalps, looking for more 20, 30% and get out. That might be the better move. To not really look for big gains. Get your money, get in and get out. All right, we had to close at 723. Okay, ATR $13.38. Okay, let's do this math. Let's get this done. 723, 70 cents plus $13.38. All right, we can get as high as 737 today. 737. And we can get as low as 710. All right, so this is our top range and our bottom range. So we'll we got a 2 up. All right, we got to put entry right here. Remember, 2 ups are put entries for the strat. Okay. If they trigger those puts, they possibly can try to go take out this next low. Hour. Okay, we are stuck in a conundrum right here. Look like that is an inside candle. Yep. Okay. Remember, inside candles is put entries and call entries at the when it breaks the bottom of the candle and the top of that candle. That's a 4-hour gap for 735, 12 cents. Okay, there go to all your price targets to the upside. The hours, 2 downs, call entry on the hour to the upside. It's enough lines on the screen. Okay, so these are your levels. These are your levels for QQQ. This is what could possibly happen. As far as the let's go to the month. Okay, so we're still stuck inside month. And so what you want to happen is eventually, I think they're going to try to eventually hit all-time highs on this. I'm calling it now. Unless they just really shit the bed next month, depending on what this candle does, or next week. See, this is a big green bar on a month. Next week, what you want to happen at this point is to really look forward to next week on this, because you have a 2-1. So you have a possible 2-1-2 to the upside developing. What I mean by that is it can look something like this. I might have to adjust this thing. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust this. Hold on. Let's fucking do something real quick. Trying to extend it right off. Okay. So imagine this candle right here. Let's imagine this green. So they can kind of do this next week. It can be like something like this. It can look like this, so they can break to the upside next week. So unless they do like a 2 up today and break that last week's high, this is important too. Let me see. I need to put on the text last week's high. PT. I'm gonna keep PT 4-hour, but last week high. So we break that to the upside, then they're gonna have a 2-2 up on the week. But I rather them wait. At this point, we've waited this long. I rather than wait to kind of keep this candle as an inside candle on the week, and then have a 2-1-2 bullish reversal to the upside, and then take out these targets and go hit, take out these targets or go to try to come take out this next high and maybe hit all-time highs. They had a 2 up on the day, which that is a bearish candle. So they might try to sink it a little bit. Who knows? But yeah, this is kind of what I'm hoping for. So, all right. Okay. Other than that, man, I will see y'all. I'm about to get ready for my group. If you're looking to join the Discord, please click the link in the description, SPX Blueprint. Please like this video. Please share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. Other than that, this is your boy D'Angelo. It's a quick breakdown of the market. See y'all on the next. Peace.